Hello everyone, and in this video we're gonna be showing you folks. I'm gonna be showing you folks how to use the Mixkit.com transitions to on your vertical video project files. And if you stick with me, and at the end I'll be showing you folks a plugin that adds the transition in between your Premiere profiles, and very easy, very intuitive. So I'll save that for last, and let's now continue on the Mixkit.com's transitions and how to use that. So right now in my timeline I have three clips, right? And those clips are in the vertical sequence, which means 1080 by 1920. So you would use this sequence as to upload a videos like a YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels and that kind of stuff. So I have three clips and I wanted to use a transitions in between these clips. So I could use the default one. So I'm gonna go to effects panel, right? Effect panel, under beneath the video transition I can use the default transitions, but let's just say I wanted some good looking transitions, better ones. So the place where you can find the good looking transition is the site called Mixkit.com. So if you go to Mixkit.com, you can download some good looking Premiere Pro transitions. So I'm gonna click on these templates and I'm gonna go to Premiere Pro, and under the transitions you can see there is a lot of free transitions, and all of them are free and copyright free too. You don't get any copyright issues with using these transitions. And I think for the purpose of this video I download the a transition from here. I guess this one, no, not this one. I download these transitions that's in here. So as you can see, it's these transition whatever you're gonna download from Mixkit.com, and those are made for horizontal size, right? Which means 1080 and 1920 by 1080s. But we wanted to use the transitions in the vertical, which is 1080 by 1920. So how are we gonna convert that? So I'm gonna copy these transitions, not the video layer. So at the bottom you can see the video preview files. Don't copy those, only copy the video layers, and I'm gonna paste it on my project. So I'm gonna bring it over to here where the end point is, where the end and whatever. So I'm gonna render out this portion. It's raining outside. Alright, so it got rendered, and if I play now, you can see there is some problem. So the problem is there is a black bar on this side, and there is a line kind of stuff in the up and bottom. So how we're gonna fix that? So as I said before, this transitions is made for horizontal. If you paste that transition on the vertical, you would see this kind of problems, whichever the Mixkits.com's transitions that you use. So the way we can fix this particular one, or probably other transition you can fix this way. I think you have to look for the layer called adjustment layer. If you double tap on that, it will take you another nested sequence. So as you can see in this sequence, I can see the horizontal size, which means sequence setting. So it's written as at 1920 by 1080, which is that's something we don't want. We want 1080 by 1920. So I'm gonna reverse these numbers. 1080 by 1920. Very nice. So I'm gonna click OK. So I reversed that size. So right now I'm at in the I set vertical size. But another thing I have to do is I have to scale it up to fill that sequence size. So I've done that. So if I go back to my original file, right? So I'm going to re-render that. Alright, so it got rendered. So if I play now, it does fix some of the problem. So previously we had some sort of a black bar on this side, so now it's gone, but there is still another problem, which is this kind of line. So we fixed this adjustment layer. We went inside of it and we changed the size, right? So we fixed this adjustment layer. There is we have to fix these remaining two layers, so we have to scale those up. That's how we have to do. So I'm gonna select this bottom one. I'm gonna scale all the way up. The same thing I'm gonna do on the top one, and I'm gonna re-render again, and we'll see is that got fixed. Alright, so it got rendered first, and then if I play now, as you can see the transitions, it looks good, and that's how we convert that horizontal transitions to a vertical sequence. I think you have to do the same method what I shown you to fix all of these transitions. So you can use any of these transitions from here, this horizontal transition to your vertical, by doing the tricks that I shown you folks now, changing the numbers and scaling up the layers, that kind of stuff. If you do those, you can use the transitions on your projects. Alright, so now is the transition collection part. So I collected the transitions from Mixkit and other free resources, and so you won't be getting any copyright issues if you use my collections on your project. And so to show you folks how to use the collections, my collection, transition collection. So right now I got again the same file, which is the 1080 by 1920 vertical size. So and I wanted to use the transitions in between these clips. So I'm gonna be giving you folks a link in the description where you can download the .zip file, right? So if once you download that zip file and uncompress those, you would see these are two folders. One is written as a 1080 by 1920, which is the same sequence size we are at in now, and the another one is written as a 1920 by 1080. So this 1920 by 1080 is a horizontal one, and this 1080 by 1920 is a vertical one. And if you go inside of any of this folder, you would see a lot of assets, and the main folder main file you have to look for is this one, written as 1080 by 1920, or on the other instance it's written as a 1920 by 1080. So this file name, the Premiere Pro transition file name, is matches with the folder name. So that's the main file you have to look for, and that's the only thing you have to consider and open this one. And so I opened as a vertical sequence, right? So 1080 by 1920, and I want to use a transition. So I don't want to go to Mixkit and other free resources, download the transitions and convert them. So I download all of them. I collected what are the places I can go and collect those, and I put them all those in one timeline, so where you can easily preview and copy paste those. So to bring that transitions collection to here, what I'm currently working at, so I'm gonna go to File, and I'm gonna click on this Open Project. So navigate to the place wherever you unzipped the file. I can say 1080. So I'm gonna click on this 1080 by 1920, that's the size that I'm currently open now, right? So I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna choose this Premiere Pro file, and I'm gonna click Open. So the transitions got opened, right? Open in here. So I just wanted to give a quick brief about what we are seeing in the project bin. So right now, this is the one which is written as the 1080 by 1920, right? This is the one just now we've imported to this project, and this project, right? This is the one we were at in before. Excuse me, not that one, demo. So yeah. So this is the one we were at in before, and we are imported this one, this transitions collection. So I'm gonna give a quick brief about how to use this collections pack, right? That's what we wanted to do now. So actually, when you're seeing this magenta color ones, right? This pink color transitions, don't consider this brown one. This is just a bug, I think. So see, it's just a bug. So this pink color, magenta color transitions are one type of transitions, and this yellow color ones are the another type transitions, and this blue color ones, right? These blue color ones are another type of transitions, and this slightly grayish or brownish, light brown color, right? This is the another type of transitions. I put a markers in between this type of transition just to differentiate. If you very zoomed out very like this one, if you very zoomed out very high, and if you want to differentiate, just I put a marker in between this type of transition. So anyway, and across all of this type of transition, you can see this brown clips, right? These brown clips are just preview files. So this kind of a video file. So if you want to use this blue color transitions, don't copy this brown one. This is just a video files and preview files. Only copy the blue one, and that goes for all of them. So don't copy these brown files, brown clips. Those are just preview files. Only copy the what's about them, right? So let me give a quick brief about what is this pink color transition mean. So which one I'm gonna take? So I'm gonna take these transitions, I'm gonna copy them, and I'm gonna paste it on anyway the one we had before. So I'm gonna paste it on my project, original project, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna one thing you have to do is, after pasting, you have to select them all, and you have to make sure this scale to frame option is unchecked. If it's checked like that, make sure to uncheck for this magenta color, pink color looking transitions, and I'm gonna render out. So as you can see, these transitions is almost working fine. So that's that with this magenta color transition. So these things, these magenta color transitions, pink color transitions are actually easy to use. You would have to only copy this and paste it on in your project, and that's done. And make sure that the scale thing, right, unchecked, and then pretty much everything gonna work fine with this magenta color one. So let me move on to this yellow color transition. So these yellow color transitions are actually MoGRT files. So what do I mean by with the MoGRT files? So MoGRT files, it's a motion graphic template. So and these MoGRT files, what you're seeing right now, it's actually made in After Effects, and whoever created this MoGRT file, it's they exported as a MoGRT file. And the cool thing about MoGRT file, you can change the color of that. So anyway, so I'm gonna copy this transitions in here, this first transitions, and I'm gonna paste it on here. I'm gonna delete this existing one. I'm gonna paste it on here. I'm gonna bring it on top of in here, right? And I'm gonna render out. So as you can see, the transitions is working fine, because we are using the transitions collection I particularly made for 1080 by 1920, right? So you need to do the scale thing for this remaining transitions. You would have to only do make sure that scale thing is unchecked for this pink color. So the transitions is working fine. And if you wanted to change the color of the transition, so select the transitions, go to this top looking button thing, and go to caption and graphics, and right there you can change the color, whichever the color you want to change. You can eyedrop them in here too. As you can see, I changed the color. So that's with the yellow color ones. Though these yellow color transitions are MoGRT file, and they are super easy to use. Just copy them onto your project and just change the color if you want to, and you have a lot of type of MoGRT files in here. So let me move on to this blue looking transitions. So actually these blue looking transitions are actually a little complicated to use, and it's actually this transitions is driven by overlay video. What do I mean with the overlay video? So this is an overlay video. It's a it's animation with a black and white screen, right? So we can use this black and white pixels as a luma mat to drive a transition. So I'm going to show it to you folks how to use this one. I'm gonna copy these transitions over here, so not the brown ones, right? As I said to you folks before, these brown ones are preview files, don't copy them. So I'm gonna copy this blue one, I'm gonna paste it on here, and I'm gonna delete this yellow one, yellow transitions, and I'm gonna bring this blue transitions above one track higher, and I'm gonna get this footage in here, and I'm gonna align like this. So what I can do next, so I arrange it like this. So the next thing what I have to do is so as you can see, as I said to you folks before, this is just an overlay video. We're gonna use this white pixels as a luma mat for this this video. So how we're gonna do that is go to effects panel, search for the effects called track mat, and drag that track mat to the second clip, right? The second clip. And so before that, I just want to give a quick brief about what track we're in. So in the timeline, these videos are in the tracks. So this first video, it's in the video track 1. That's what it's written as a video V1. And the second video, right, that this is the second video we wanted to transition scene, and that second video is in the video track 2, and the overlay video, that transition, it's in the video track 3. So I've added the track mat key to this second video, right? The second video, and I'm gonna go to effect control panel, and I'm gonna choose mat as a video 3. So video 3, I'm gonna choose mat as a video 3 because that's where our overlay video stays in. And if I play now, so as you can see, the transitions is working fine. So you have a lot of iteration where that went. So you have a lot of variety of this overlay transitions, so you can use them on your project. And one additional thing I wanted to say for this blue color transitions is, I'm gonna clear the in and out. So as you can see, its transition is working fine. It's actually I'm going with this clip to this clip, and the middle, it's a transition is happening. And once where the transition is end, select both of these transitions, both of this clip and the transitions, and press Ctrl K. I just had a repo cut in there, right? So delete this transition part, and that's it. That's the only thing you have to do after the transitions. Where the transition part is end, you would have to do for this thing, because so you're gonna sometimes while using this blue color transition, you're gonna end up only black screen playing across all of your timeline, just because of it got this overlay, right? This overlay, it's made out of black and white pixels, right? So we are using this black and white pixels as a luma for the to drive our transition. So at the end, what happens, only black or stays or only white stays. In that case, what happened, one video is only play, so you have to actually end the transition. So so we are moving on to the last one, which is these light grayish color transition. So to use this transition, this is very easy. It's not complicated as that blue one. I'm gonna use this one. As you can see, that fire transitions, it's pretty cool. And whatever, there's this black one coming, I'm gonna trim that part. So this brown one, light brown ones, grayish colors or transitions are easy to use again, and you would have to do some correction in there, and then pretty much that gonna work fine too. So you have all of these transitions collections, both for vertical, both vertical both for vertical and the horizontal. So yeah, that's that. So if you open up this vertical project file, you will see this same structure. So but the transitions is made for vertical. So that's that, the transition collection. I'm gonna link you folks down in the description where you can download these folders. And as I promised you folks at the beginning, I'm gonna tell you folks a cool plugin that actually adds a transition very easy. It's a plugin called if I already installed it, so I think you would have to go for this site called MrHost.com, and you have to install a plugin. So I think you have to click on this get start for free button thing. So you have to install a plugin. It's the plugin call. So I'm accessing that plugin, right? That's I've already installed, and I'm gonna go to extents. It's a Premiere Composer. So this is the plugin. So that is the plugin that you can install from here. So it's a place called MrHost.com, and that plugin actually have a lot of transitions in them. So if I go to starter pack, right, and under the transitions, I can see there is a lot of transitions. So it doesn't matter which sequence size that you are in. It's horizontal 4K, or right now I'm at in the this vertical 1080 by 1921. It doesn't matter whichever the sequence size you were in. If you drag these transitions to on your project, it's gonna add up the transitions on your project. Actually, it's not playing in here, but it does gonna work. So actually you're seeing some bug in there. It's appearing black screen, but it won't appear every time like that. So this is that, the Premiere Pro Composer. It has a lot of cool transitions, guys. Not only transitions, but also some other text animators and other assets that you can use. So it's free. All of them are free. You can able to install this Premiere Pro Composer from the site called MrHost.com, and that's that with my video. So if you find this video as a helping and my collections are helpful, please give a like and subscribe. So I'll be posting you guys this kind of collections or videos in upcoming days, and